Okay, so for this episode, we're going to start farming these little guys right here. And to do that, we're needing a bunch of sponges, and I only have 3 because the monument that I cleared from our guardian farm didn't have a sponge room, so the only sponges I got were from the Elder Guardian. So I want to go get more because I do have a bunch of screenshots of cords for more monuments because I was searching for a coral reef biome for so long that I have got like 4 or 5 different cords for monuments when I go try to get raid with this TNT and everything. So, but yeah, to do that, we're going to do the squid farm. We are going to need to clear water away from all the spots we wanted to spawn. So this is the location I chose. We're going to mainly use this area right here because it's like somewhat decent, and I like to clear that much water. I don't know, I keep changing my mind on location, so if it's a different location, you'll know why. Because I can't seem to make up my mind what location I want. Alright, so I think I have made the area I want to build it. Some of it's dark forest for some reason, because like this is block considered dark forest, but that block's considered river. That block's considered river, so it's like gonna be like from here, so that pillar, to that pillar, to this pillar, to that pillar, and then back to that pillar. It's going to be the area we'll make our squid farm in. So now it's just off to get in all of the sponges that are needed. Okay, so we went to a bit more because every other one like didn't have a sponge room. So I had to get it to a bunch more. So maybe like 9 or 10 or something like that. I don't remember, I lost count. But we got a good amount of sponges here. I'm kind of satisfied with the amount we have. So we're going to get started on the squid farm. And the first thing we need to do is smelt down all of these sponges. And I could have probably used my super smelter, but then I wouldn't get in all of them back, so I'm just going to wait for this. And we're going to go drain some area around. We're definitely going to bring in this box right here. So we're going to bring this because we need that. I'm going to set up a portal there first. I'm going to bring some of this. I'm probably going to bring a box of that because I'm going to be building everything out of that. That should be everything we need. And wait for these, then I'm going to head over there and start draining some stuff. Alright, so we're off to a decent start. We got the main area for our squid farm in here, so this is where our squid farm will actually be, and inside of this prismarine brick area. So we're getting like a big chunk out of this river, but not all of it is river. If we look in here, we see some dark forest right here, but it does cover, for the most part, river, so it will be pretty efficient, but it's not going to be all these areas, all the space won't be spawnable, but it's alright. I mean, we'll make it work. It'll still going to produce a lot because we'll get rid of all this water around so that there will be nowhere else for them to spawn. So it's like making a perimeter for this, but yeah, get to draining all the area around. Okay, so about 2 hours or so later, I've completely drained all of the water within a radius of like 128 blocks, something like that. something around there. So there's like no water anywhere in that area. So like, once we fill this up with water and get everything set up, we should see a lot of squids in here. So all I have to do is dig this out and figure out what height squids spawn at, and we're probably gonna end up putting portals like every 2 blocks, like the Guardian farm, just to, I guess, to make it a lot more efficient. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the area is all dug out to Y42, which is where the bottom of the farm is, or the bottom of the end portals, or end portals, where the nether portals are. And since it's such a long lengthwise, we actually have to split the portal in half, because the max portal you can make is 21. This is 30 right here, so I have to cut it in half. But if you notice a little closely that this side is shorter than that side, that side is 15, that side is 14, because you have the middle and the center. So it's a bit uneven, but you can't really notice it unless you actually count the blocks right there, which you won't be able to see because there will be a portal inside. So we have to do 5 of these in total because we have that much spawn-in space inside of our farm. And then this is a farm by Logicalgeekboy. He's a great guy. If you haven't seen him, go leave a description to this video in the description. So we basically have a spawn-in floor every 2 layers. And while we have the 2 in the center right here, is because when the squid spawn, they spawn in the middle of this block or that block, but that also puts them in the middle of, or touching the portal frame as well, so they instantly get teleported to the nether. And that's where I have our killing chamber for that. So what I can do is build these 5 portals up, and then place a line of blocks every 2 layers. So I have to put one here, then I have to put one right here. Every 2 layers, you get it. You'll see once it's done. So I gotta do that now, so let's get to it.
Crazy berserker. I killed it, it's murder. Go 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 crazy berserker.
Okay, so all the portals and everything's in place, spawner layers. So what we need to do now is get a bunch of ice and create water sources in every single one of these 2 blocks high. So I need about 1,200 to 500, 1,200 to 1,500 ice. So I think I would find an ice biome and try to get some right now. Okay, so we're all done now. The farm is fully functioning. I just finished the collection system on the nether side, and as well as I finished all of the water. So if we go into game mode spectator here, you can see that every single one has got water on it. These pigmen kind of are a problem, and I still have some stuff over here, but I don't know what to really do with them. You can see some failed things on the nether side that came through, but yep, they're all filled with water, everything's lit up. And if we were to go over to this portal, back into survival, we can check out the nether side, and I'm going to go for a quick AFK session and see how much we actually get. So hop to the nether. We can see that the squid get pushed off of the nether portal by these boats. So we have a chicken in each boat. Some of the pigmen actually get stuck in them, so I mean, that's fine. So they get pushed out of the portal, and they get shoved onto the hoppers on these 4 hoppers on that side, and there's also, if I can see, there's 4 hoppers on the other side as well right here. So yep, those all feed into these 2 chests, and then they feed out into these where we have some more chests. So it's just, you can see it's working already, which is good. Definitely good. So I'm going to probably go away for 15-30 minutes, see how much we get, and then we can use this black dye for some more dark prismarine that I'm going to need. Alright, so it's been about an hour, I think. I want to say an hour. It was a bit longer than 30 minutes that I was predicting I was going to be away, but it's going to work out because we're going to get more ink sacks, so let's take it all. So yes, it's not as fast as it was supposed to be. He said it was up to 9,000 an hour. We got about 3,500 in an hour. So while it's not that fast, it is still a lot. So this will take it's like a lot of dark prismarine. I think it's like 1 stack right here. I'll make like 7 or 6 stacks or 8 stacks, something like that, of dark prismarine. Not 100%, but I know it's a lot. So this should be definitely enough for a bit. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Share, like, subscribe, all those sorts of things, and I'll see you in the next one.